Empty out. Eat that. Synthetic thyroid hormone. Not sure what that's for. Stranger leader's upper left arm was cut. Want to move more this way? To put some distance between me and that stranger. And, to get away from the dog man that's currently hunting them. It's a long way to the ground from the top of the office building. Section 4 has collapsed. Frightened screams of a woman echo off the walls. She's dangling in space, held by one arm of another enclaver. Doesn't look like he's enough muscle to pull her up over the ledge of safety. Could run to help, but you risk the floor giving way under your extra weight. Nearby, you notice Enclaver's backpack, temporarily abandoned in the crisis. Currently selected response, Evil 9.1. Isn't gonna hold her for long enough for you to tiptoe in. Gotta run in there, risk it all. Too dangerous. If 4 gives way, everybody will die. Good luck, folks. Nothing you can do. Halfway there, 4 gives way. Fold next 4 onto a top of plaster and plastic. Onto a pile of plaster and plastic. They, however, aren't so lucky. Hear the screams of the pair as they hit terminal velocity. Gingerly wriggling your fingers and toes, you hope that everything is still intact. Nasty fall. Well, still take their backpack. Cut glass. Cut on glass. Found something. I'll check it in a moment. Just feel like checking everywhere else first. Awesome. 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 Sprucing. Alrighty then. Hiya puppy, UVD case. Okay, they're new. Pebbles, first aid kit. Life's a beach and then you die of smallpox. Digital water tester. Like, I would like to bring this stuff with me. There's so many rags. It's beautiful. But there's no nothing. Like, there's no nothing for me to put it into. A tank. Long since out of juice. Hexagonal holes here and there give away the adaptive camouflage. Hexagonal holes here and there give away the adaptive camouflage, pried off by enterprising tinkerers. Nobody's bothered to collect the inert hull, but then why bother? The wars are over. Nobody left here to fight them. A wall has collapsed onto it. You can still see the turret, the imposing barrel bent downward by the force of the rubble. You run your hand over the hull. It is the texture of a hardened LCD screen. There's a noise inside. You tap inside the turret and muffled yells respond. People are inside. Squatters trapped when the wall fell. It's too old a wreck to be the crew. size up the task. It's big. There's a lot of rubble to shift on your own. Be visible and vulnerable while working on it. Tap out some made up Morse code on the turret. They'll puzzle it over for days, but you'll leave them with hope. Walk away. You're not spending next week digging. Ram the rubbish off. All ram rubbish down all the air intakes. Seal it off. Quicker death will be doing them a favour. You might not have enough energy or time to rescue them, but you have to try. Hopefully, you won't be seen. An hour into the task and you're worn out. There's just too much rubble to move. This is going to work. And from inside, it's starting to fade as the initial excitement wears off. How do you tell them? Do you even bother telling them? What would it be like being buried alive, knowing your only hope is given up? Confused and frustrated, you sit down and try to figure out a plan. Interrupted by a gang of slavers on the prowl for new stock. Time to go. Glance back at the tank, full of the condemned people. Bad dreams tonight. Guaranteed. I'm kind of just flicking through, but there could be new stuff. I need to actually... Ooh, what a strap. No, we can't wear it on the body. Still just hands only thing. Oh, that's empty. Hmm. Game's not so nice as to let me shove paper in there. Come on. I use my little like mint tin. When I used to get mints, I used to like shove coins in there. You couldn't really store much in them, but it was just like it was just a way of keeping them tidy, really. Hmm. Excuse me. Okay, hide. That tracks. Sleep. I'll have to drink some water tomorrow. Okay, let's see. My clean rags have fallen apart. Stranger, feeble, frail, and blind. Apparently not visible. Sneak towards. Oh, and they're gone. Jesus, I'm only halfway there. Wait, why am I blind? was just too dark. Broad spear. Okay. FJV Copperbook laptop closed. Turn it on. Use. The average user, laptops could be a beast to get access to without a password. Usually this involved a unique PIN assigned to the owner and often involved contacting the manufacturer if that PIN was lost. Fortunately, there are probably some customer support center who have to call, even if there was a national phone service to call them on. Greyling's Perimeter, a power player. For the third day, picketers assemble. Assembled outside Camp Grayling, where it was recently revealed that, that the new Energized Perimeter is the Department of Defense's Active Denial System, ADS. The ADS operates by emitting microwave fields at a frequency which induces a burning sensation in the skin of the target. Critics of the system cite concerns that prolonged exposure has resulted in second and third degree burns during testing, and if left unchecked could prove life-threatening. Spokesperson for the Pentagon's Joint Non-Lethal Weapons Directorate said the system has completed all formal legal and treaty compliance laws. Have a pair of binoculars. Great Black Swamp. Place got evac'd. Devastation on a monumental scale mars the land before you. It looks as if someone hosed down an entire country with toxic chemicals, set it on fire, then bombarded it with artillery for good measure. Pools of caustic liquid are everywhere. Most everything that was once here has dissolved, melted, burned, or turned to dust. Hardier materials have eroded more slowly, leaving skeletal evidence of small towns, farmsteads, tree trunks, and creatures. Toxic miasmas float in some places, clinging to the ground where reactions released them into the air, and warning signs, both official and homemade, litter the boundary. And the sounds here is deafening. No birds, nor critters, not even insects. Nothing stirs in this caustic swamp of destruction. Nothing lives here, or at least, nothing is alive here. Still haven't found the damn backpack. Or a shopping cart. Got a bit battered. Don't have anything to fix myself up with. Of course. Han shot first. On the heels of the revelation of the controversial Eternal Protector Super Soldier program, insurrection trends has stabilized the industrial giant. While the official China news service is not disclosing information on the activity, short burst uploads from civilians caught in the struggle seem to indicate a full-scale coup in popular support. Han shot first. Han Chinese. Han from Star Wars. That's a good pun. They did a good job with the article headlines in this. They did a good job. Ooh, night vision goggles. Fine, whatever. Scavenge forest. Something approaches you. Home field. Scavenge office tower. Stranger. Forced your way past. Okay, prepared for just an occasion. Now let's see what's inside. Found something. circuit shack, a Carter flashlight. I'm going to shove that in. Sharpened spear. Found something. Just this. I'm actually nearly there, but it doesn't look like I'm gonna make it at this rate. Get over here and just grab some water. Let's hope this doesn't make me sick. There we go. Oh. Not visible. Okay, I found some more things. Forest resources. One forest. Okay. And an office tower, lighter, crowbar. Still nothing of value. Yeah, this game feels a lot harsher than the demo did. I'm getting the no items message a hell of a lot more. Hiya, Poopy. Children's backpack. I think it's not as big as the backpack I had previously, but thank fucking God for it. As you step into a clearing, you finally see the source of that eastern glow. It's a city, larger than you've ever seen. I'm recording, right? Yeah. Yeah. Game really doesn't make much noise. As you step into a clearing, you finally see the source of that eastern glow. It's a city, larger than any you've ever seen. Skyscrapers and their bigger brothers are colleges, stand shoulder to shoulder, casting their glittering lights into the sky. Hovering lights flit around the super towers like fireflies. A massive wall encircles their base, with armed buttresses like glowing points on a crown. And radiating out from that wall, a shantytown of crumbling buildings, shacks, and tarpaulin-tos. Relief at the sight of civilization almost overtakes you, until you realize you still have to make it there. That and scavenging promises to get a lot harder near the city, as ruins will have been picked over already. provide great shelter. Some better concealment. Military rifle with strap. Visible now. Take cover. Oh wait, there may be more I could have scavenged there. Yeah, no real point. You hear them before you see them. People. Lots of them. Pushing branches aside, you're presented with the city you saw from afar. A hybrid between shantytown, refugee camp, and RV park skirts the massive walls of the city. Everywhere you look, people navigate the winding, muddy roads, carrying supplies, patching holes in shelters, or arguing over property. Smoke from 1,000 camp stoves and barrel fires trail upward, and the scent of cooked food elicits a gurgling from your stomach. Nari and I pays any attention to you. Just one of dozens of ragtag corpses shuffling in from the wasteland. Beggars, customers, hopefuls, prey. Welcome to DMC's Sprawl. Unlicensed power tap use ammo charges. JT Smooth. Navigating the twisty maze of shacks and tarp shelters, Detroit's massive walls stand as a constant backdrop to the east. Easily half a dozen stories high, and probably almost as thick, the city walls are an impressive sight to behold. Armed towers, bristling with surveillance arrays, stand at regular intervals, keeping watch over the sprawl and likely the city within. Before you, giant vidscreens on the three gatehouses flash instructions about pass requirements and threat levels as flocks of people stream into and out of the gates. You take your place in line on the right while with the others entering the city. When you reach the front of the line, a sinking feeling overwhelms you. Heavily armed guards in full combat armor check attendees with some sort of scanning device. Pretty sure that whatever these folks have to get in, you're missing it. Um, when it's your turn, the guard stops you and turns to monitor installed in the wall. The message reads, device not detected, entry denied. With the efficiency and compassion of an assembly line worker, directs you away from the line back outside. Fortunately, getting entrance to the city may be trickier than just showing up. Back outside, you cross the muddy square and stop to survey the area. Where do you go now? Would anyone in Sprawl know about the crowd facility? It started when you noticed a man has been watching you. He's wearing a long brown coat and matching hat and is leaning on a walking stick. From this distance, you can almost see the glint of his eyes beneath the trilby's brim, though it's probably just your imagination. He takes his time approaching you, and as he nears, you notice there's a heavy milkage on his face. I'll look this up. Hmm. Meaning. Cosmetic or theater makeup. So he's wearing... well, heavy amount of makeup. Okay. Maybe with a theater kind of... like he's after walking off the stage. Alright. Folks call me Hatter, he says matter-of-factly. I think we may be able to help each other. Come with me. Hatter's office is in the husk of one of those farmhouse hotels you'd seen crammed between high-rises in... Hatter's office is in the husk of one of those farmhouse hotels you'd see crammed between high-rises in a busy city. It even has the old marquee hanging precariously from the cornerstones. Several floors up, armed guards watch over the street from missing sections of the building. Hatter acknowledges the men at the door and leads you through a surprisingly clean lobby to an old-fashioned elevator. I have a client, he says, pausing for the cage to rattle shut. Who collects heirlooms? He speaks louder over the motor. He compensates well enough, in fact, that I'll be willing to part with a DMC visitor's pass in exchange. The elevator clunks to a halt and the door rattles open, revealing a dark room lit by video screens and old lamps. Stepping off the elevator, it feels like you've walked into a control center built into an antique store. Baubles and relics shroud the walls and tabletops, while video screens and computer consoles cast a bluish tint on a handful of armed guards. Hatter crosses the room to sit at a low, broad desk facing the elevator. There's a lake. He pulls a worn road atlas from a desk drawer, but a day's walk northwest of here. Inside the building there is a silver urn. He pages through the atlas to a map of Michigan. My guess is that you know a thing or two about getting around out there. Maybe this could be your ticket into DMC. He pauses to look up at you. Interested? Negotiate a trade for security upgrade instead. Not thrilled by the sounds of that earned job, you try to come up with another proposal. Noticing that Hatter's security system has some older style high wattage monitors, the idea occurs to you. You mentioned that you've seen a few ice slabs with LCD screens out in the wastes, and maybe you could break up a few to replace the power hogs he has now. The image will be clearer and pull less from its generators. Hatter sits back for a few seconds and contemplates, starts nodding. I think that'll work. He leans forward again. You have yourself a deal, and sold 3 of those ice slabs for me, and you have yourself a visitor's pass. I took a risk, curious what it would be, but I feel like I've taken the harder one. As you navigate through the winding alleys of DMC Sprawl, you encounter a huge structure fashioned of shipping containers. Throngs of people enter and exit the structure through a doorway on one side. Inside you can see a thriving bazaar where people trade scavenge items in the light of 1,000 lanterns and bug zappers. They are as thick with sweat, smoke, and the smell of barbecue and spices. This is the Sprawl's notorious junk market. Pick up items, purchase them, or drop them to sell them. Hardware software. If hardware software is not switched on and unlocked, vendors will only pay hardware's value as if it were empty. Items will then be appraised by a specialist and resold at full price. Medicine. Vendors will only pay a nominal fee for unidentified pills. Pills will then be identified and sold at full price. When in doubt, verify the vendor's purchase price before surrendering items to them. All sales final. Detroit Megacity tracking bracelet. 3 grand. Cheap memory stick. Lamp. So we start off with May have value, I'm not sure. Mm, 36 quid on them. Mm, okay, edible berries. Mm. Probably tempted in stopping here. I've actually managed to make it to Detroit. Now I have to try not to die again. Game's a lot rougher than it used to be. So yeah, I'm thinking of stopping here for today. Or at least for the moment. Kind of want to get back and do a little bit more checking of footage. I haven't gotten any done today. I would like to make some progress on it. Will be a good idea. Fallen so far behind on it all. I've gotten a ton of Demon Souls stuff done up. Um, but I can't justify trying to upload it just yet. My computer's fraught with a video glitch. When I try and download something and when I try and upload something, weird lines go across the monitor. No idea what, no idea why, but it's like a fake static thing. I'm not. I've changed two things recently with my like electrical setup. One is I got an anti-surge thing as one of my adapters here, and two, I plugged a new cable into it. Thing is, with the adapter it replaced, there was four plugs on it. My Ethernet power line thing, and three other things, one being my fan here. The other two I don't ID. There was another adapter. I moved the Ethernet thing from this surge one to the other one as it wasn't working, and it still didn't work. So I ended up moving it back. But I had taken a plug off that adapter and put it on the surge one. So that plug is possibly my monitor's plug. And so whenever I'm downloading stuff, weird static goes across the screen. I can only assume it's either because of the monitor's plugged in the same one as the Ethernet one, and therefore it's getting confused, or it's because it's an anti-surge thing, and that's the sole issue of it. Tomorrow I'll be switching that one cable around. I'll switch the cable from this surge adapter to the non-surge adapter, and if that doesn't fix it, then I'm going to move it. Then I'm just going to go get the other one. I put the other adapter to one side because I thought it had borked, but no, it was just the Ethernet being a bitch. So I base what I'm saying is I could go uploading, but that weird static's on the screen, and I really don't like seeing it. I don't know if it's signifying any greater harm, but I swear the monitor's sizing has been off since I've noticed it. Like symbols of stuff will be getting cut off here in the corners, or like things would seem closer to the edge than previously. Maybe I'm just being twitchy, but stuff's just seemed off. Frigid Lands concert. Infected water. Carbinoculars. Edible berries. Meat goes for a lot. I'm not surprised. Makes sense. As the elevator cage slows to a stop, you see Hunter through the iron lattice, wearing something on a sheet of plastic. Holds it up to an attending runner, who then hurries to catch the elevator before it's cold. Not runners, he says, wiping the plastic clean as you approach. It looks pretty spotty out here. Even this goes to DMC. Besides, he puts the blank CD back, the blank plastic back into a drawer. Media diversity makes for more security. Fail. That's disappointing. I'm like this curve for my 6 of those viewers. You can return it again without completing contract. So hoping I could get something else off him. Pick up a secondary gig. Because I'm kind of dying here. Shoe fell apart. gonna die here. Okay, I'm gonna have to drop stuff. Damn it. Keep wanting to fight them, but I want to be halfway stealthy about it. Seriously? Fucker. This is just dickish. Okay, I didn't actually do that right, but a game of drones. To support the growing role of unmanned aerial vehicles in the US military, Camp Grayling will be expanding its UAV maintenance and operations facilities. Planned construction includes 3 new hangars, an array of 8 landing pads, and a refueling pipeline, all connected via short-length runways. Facilities for support personnel are also in the works. Local engineering firm Stansted Automated has been contracted to install an optical and radio registration system for automated vehicle guidance. The system will be one of the first of its kind, allowing both ground and aerial-based unmanned vehicles to navigate the facility without human oversight. Detroit to be a walled city. As successful policing in Detroit becomes increasingly difficult, discussions of creating a physical perimeter for the city gain traction. Dubbed the Detroit Mega City Project, it will be one of the largest public works projects in recent history, employing dozens of contractors and millions of workers. Detroit Mega City. It feels like a reference. Or something else that is similar naming. Abandoned house. Yeah, nothing I can do. I think I'm just dead here. Game's been a lot rougher on drops this time. Like, you saw how much loot like the loot bar was there. And nothing. Well, in the demo, it would have been aggressive at, like, here, have stuff, have stuff. And even when I get stuff, it's not much. Enfield horror. Died of dehydration. I'm gonna leave this here. I hope you enjoyed. Till then, let's hope we get a better run next time. So, till then, folks.